On this week's CrayCray Wrestling Review, I'm going to watch and review the first WCW Monday Night Nitro. I'm about to watch it. From September 4th, 1995. I'll let you guys know how it was. Okay, so I just got done watching the first ever Monday Nitro. And, of course, like we do, I tell you the matches, and I go over them, give you my opinions. Alright, so, first off, it was done at the biggest mall, the Mall of America, Minneapolis, Minnesota. And, well, that's pretty bad that you film it there, because there's a bunch of people just standing around and seeing a free match, seeing a free event. Okay, let's do that one again. Well, doing it there is just giving people a full event for free, so you're not really getting profit from it. But anyway, the first match was Jushin Thunder Liger, one of the best high flyers in the world, taking on Flying Brian Pillman in his comeback match. Well, not his comeback match, but he had only been back for about 4 weeks, they said. And, well, it was a good match. Although, I don't know who it was, but there were a few botches. Jushin Thunder Liger went the wrong way. And then Brian Pillman landed way too close to some stairs. And it was just, the match was good, just a couple of botches. I don't know who they were because, but yeah. But Brian Pillman ended up reversing a hold and rolling up Liger for the 3. And then the next match was Sting defeating Ric Flair and keeping the U.S. title. Right before that match began, here comes Lex Luger, who had just appeared in WWF like the week before. But also at the time, WWF's vids were filmed all together within a couple hours. They weren't live. This was. And it was a big thing for him to be there. But anyway, on to the match. Sting showed his strength. Flair showed his ability to be a veteran. Sting had also been wrestling for about 10 years, but still. 20 years over 10. Then here comes Arn Anderson, who had been mad at Ric Flair. And him and Sting had some unfinished business. So he comes out, is just standing around, and then Sting starts looking at Arn Anderson, and chop block by Ric Flair. So it's like, maybe they made up. Ric Flair then puts a figure 4 on Sting, and Sting goes to flip it over. Ric Flair is very close to the ropes. Ric Flair uses the ropes, and then here comes Arn Anderson sliding into the ring. The ref doesn't see it, but they still ring the bell, calling for a disqualification. Arn Anderson then attacks Ric Flair. And those two go back and forth. Arn Anderson chasing Flair back to the back. Arn Anderson comes back to the ring. Looks like him and Sting are about to get into it. But he's just coming down to grab his jacket. And then he leaves. And in between the two of the commercial breaks that they had so far, well, gotta mention this part first. Here comes Scott Norton, who's a big star over in Japan, and has wrestled for WCW a few times. Here he comes down and is demanding a match. And then here comes Macho Man, saying, "I'll give you a match right now, brother." But can't do that, no contract signed. So anyway, then they go to commercial break. And this time going to commercial break, they say, let's see a superstar, or let's see a wrestler that's coming to WCW. I forgot that this guy had had a short stint in WCW. It was Sabu from ECW. The homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu. And then also later on in the show, they say, let's show you another wrestler that's coming. And that's Michael Wall Street, aka IRS from WWF. Okay, so here's the return to WCW by Lex Luger. They're bringing Sabu, and they're bringing over Michael Wall Street, aka IRS. Because this is the time that the guys who have been around a while are getting tired, because Vince McMahon in WWF wants to bring up these younger, newer guys. But anyway, then we go into the main event, which is Hulk Hogan with Jimmy Hart, the world champion, putting his title on the line with Big Bubba Rogers, aka Big Boss Man, another guy who came over. But anyways, a little a normal Hulk Hogan match. He does this, he does that, he kind of dominates the whole time. And if you don't know anything about Hulk Hogan, even though he's a face most of the time, he's a heelish face, which face means good guy, heel means bad guy. So he does bad guy things to win as a good guy. Chokes, he gets at the ref, he hits with a closed fist. He pushes the limit of being a good guy. Goes over that limit and still is a good guy. But anyway, he wins. Then after that, here comes the Dungeon of Doom, led by the Taskmaster, Kevin Sullivan, who wants to defeat and demolish, pretty much kill Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania. So they come down. And then here comes Lex Luger and helps. And they have a horrible promo afterwards between Hulk Hogan and Lex Luger. And then the next week they're going to put the title up on the line, even though this guy doesn't have a contract with WCW. But anyway, some other things that I did not like. It was a good debut, but I did not like it in the Great Mall of America because they did not make profit. I did not like Steve Mongo McMichael from NFL, who has the contract with them at the time, being on commentary. He sucks. Doesn't know what he's talking about because he's never been in the wrestling industry. I did not like that promo. And the refs. I did not know this, but the refs, when they go for a 3 count, if it's not supposed to be the 3 count yet, they would slide their hands under the person being pinned, that shoulder, to lift it up. 1, 2, they would slide their other hand to lift up that shoulder. It was very, very weird. But anyway, for a debut of a TV event, it was pretty good. So, that's your CrayCray Wrestling review for this week, and I'll see you guys next week.